Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Thursday Night Live Let's Play. Not muted. Every now and then, for some reason, my computer changes the ID of the sound device for this thing, which makes OBS really confused and doesn't know what it is, even though it's the same thing. I haven't unplugged it or plugged it back in again or any of that, and it just goes horribly wrong for no reason whatsoever. Normally, often I I catch that, but every now and then I don't. Sign language? Oh, right. Okay. Hello there. I wonder. No, wait. Wonder what we're all doing today? Let's go on a journey to see trains? I can't remember trains. I don't know. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. We started a little bit late. It's been a busy day. It's been an interesting day. Lots of fun things have been going on. We've got lots of videos coming up. And this is only British Sign Language. No, actually, it's a form of Macaton. It's not even British Sign Language. I don't know sign, and I wish I did. I know a tiny bit of Macaton because I used to communicate with my daughter in Macaton before she could speak. So she'd be crying, and I'd be like, you want your dinner? And she'd be like, dinner. She was hungry, or she wanted her breakfast, or maybe biscuit, I think. And then she'd be like happy, or is that Christmas? I can't remember. I'm not very good at it. I haven't used it in a while. I would love to actually just know it, but right now I don't. Anyway, you know what? I would love to have a second channel where the entire of my content is signed with a little person, maybe a little me in the corner. Anyway. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? No, not muted, it was a technical issue. I don't know the root cause, but I know how to resolve it when it happens. I should do a muted stream. I wish I had the skills. Unfortunately, you have seen pretty much all of my skills, and also it's not even British Sign Language, so I'm not even rubbish at like the best mark. Yeah, sounds like something AI could do. You know what? That sounds like something a force of AI could do. AI could do that very nicely. What's Kevin DB talking about, viewer plus server? We're going to be slightly over the countdown. Normally I say, when this countdown goes to 0, we'll get to the content. We won't do it. It's going to be a few minutes over today. Lots of interesting things happening and coming up. I'm very excited about them. Obviously, the biggest one recently was our fantastic game where we destroyed everything. I think the last time I did this live stream, on last Thursday, it was a secret still. And at the weekend, I think last weekend, the video came out. Myself and a bunch of viewers, we tried to see how many people we could kill in OpenTTD. And it was fantastic. It was brilliant. Yeah. YouTube can't even do captions properly. Yeah. When I do captions for my shorts, I use a piece of software to do it. But I still have to go through and correct it. So it helps me with like 95-ish%, but I still have to then go through and make corrections. So, yeah. Favorite flavor ice cream? Oh, it's a draw between Raspberry Ripple, mint chocolate chip, and rum and raisin. And you know what? I'd still have all of them. Brandon did not come forth. You can say that without it being too much of a spoiler, can't you? So quickly, we'll go through the news, how do you do's, and the views and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I only got 300,000 complaints. It was a brilliant video. Loved it. The wider audience, it's not quite as keyed in. It's a little bit. I think it's a bit more niche than I expected, that particular video. Although views are above average on that, so it's nice to see people enjoying it. But hello there. Master Hellish here, of course. We're going to do OpenTTD tonight. It's Series 11. And on Monday night, we've got some gaming, Community Night Gaming on the second channel. If you don't know what the second channel is, go to my website homepage or my YouTube homepage, and at the bottom there's links to my second channel. It's called the Variety Channel, and we're going to have community gaming nights, and we're going to be doing Beyond All Reason. We were going to do it last week, but I fell ill. The sun fried me. I ended up with migraines and stuff, but I'm back. I'm good. How many train crashes we're planning today? Well, over the last 2 live streams, we've had 1 per stream. So following that, we're going to have 1. So yes, we're going to have that going on. Now we've got the monthly giveaway going on. It hasn't officially been announced yet, but it is going on. So I will tell you guys now that we've got a giveaway for Farm Manager 2021. Now apparently it's quite good. So if you want to be within the chance to win that, go and check it out. Of course, Beyond All Reason, by the way, is a free game if you want to take part. That is going to be Monday night. Come on to the Discord. Again, the same. Discord, there's a link to the Discord at the top and the bottom of the website. I don't know why I pressed that button for Discord, because I've got this one. Yes. The number of people that go to my website, so I can't see the link when it's there at least twice. On the page. I say at least because there's another page that's got the link in the middle of it. So if you go to the right page, it's at the top, middle and bottom. Yeah, the community did play last Monday night. I'm so glad the community got together and still had fun. Was it hot in the UK this week? Yeah, we had really hot temperatures over the weekend. I went into Sunday feeling not very well because of the sun, and then I was out in the sun again on Sunday. And then I found out that it was my daughter's sports day on the Monday, and it wasn't just going to be an hour. It was pretty much all morning, and it was blazing sunshine with no shade. I took an umbrella, and sat under the umbrella in the middle of the sun with all these other parents around watching their kids doing sports day. And after that, I fried, I crashed. But we're back, we're good. Right, so if you want to potentially get together in Nottingham in September, we are doing the Hellish weekend. It's booked in, people have got stuff going on. There's me, a few moderators and a few viewers all coming together to the same place to do the same things at the same time. We are looking to book things like virtual reality experiences, that's a group VR experience, castle tours, cave tours. We're going to look at potentially doing arcades and axe throwing, as well as a classic car gathering and Warhammer and stuff. If it's something that sounds like it might interest you, get in touch on Discord. We have a little chat going for people who are interested in potentially attending that weekend. And I'm going to a LAN party in September. If you want to know more about it, to potentially go to the same place, let me know. Shout out again, Discord's the best place. If you're watching my videos or streams and you see something that's interesting or funny, please do clip it. We need more clips, everybody. You guys are support. Your support is amazing, but one place that we need to do better, we need more clips. So keep the clips coming fast and furious. Too many clips is better than not enough, in my opinion. And if you want to be part of the preview team, get a chance to see some videos early and give your opportunity to give feedback or timestamps and things, then please do, get in touch and maybe you can be part of the preview team. How do you clip? You press the clip button. There is a clip button on YouTube. I don't know where it might be on the mobile app, but if you're watching on desktop app, on the website, etc., then there is definitely a clip button on this channel. It's not enabled for all channels. It is enabled for my channels. Please do clip anything funny, interesting stuff. It helps me out. You see the sun. See the sun. You don't always see that. Have I got my normal lights on? I have. It's just really bright right now. But I'm not closing my window. It's already quite warm in my office. There we go. It's in chat on mobile. So there it is on mobile. Yep, there we go. And let's see. 2001 you think was your last LAN party? Oh, you need to know more yet. Right. Okay, axe throwing. Yeah, axe throwing. It's going to be great fun. I think I'm looking forward to lots of that. Lots of it. And I think that's all the news and info. I don't think I've missed anything. No. So yeah, there we go. No sun. Yes, don't worry. I'm not sat in the sun. We should be okay. Now, should we get OpenTTD ready and do some OpenTTD? That seems like a good idea, doesn't it, eh? Right, where's Steam? Because I use the Steam version just out of pure ease, because I would say a good 90+%. Actually, even if you discount the games that I don't play, just looking at the games I do play, I would still say 90% of the games are on Steam. But I even add games that aren't on Steam to my Steam library as well. Where's your train whistle? Don't worry, Joke. It's queued. It's here, look. It's queued. Oh, funny little thing about this train whistle. Doop. There it is. We took it when my wife did some running, and my daughter blew it when my wife ran past. And, you know, sometimes people clap runners, and sometimes people, like, ring bells and things. Well, we had a train whistle. And here's your train whistle, Joke. Oh, that was a little bit of an elongated train whistle, wasn't it? There we go. You just recently got the Steam version. Yes. If you go from the normal version to the Steam version, I think it still uses the same config file folder. Unless you've done a custom thing. Unless you've customized it into a particular location. Also, if you are already a Viewer Plus subscriber, this is something I meant to say earlier and I forgot. First of all, thank you for being a Viewer Plus subscriber. We have just slipped beneath the 100 subs mark. So if anybody wants to be a Viewer Plus subscriber, check it out on the website. It is, I think, the best way to support me. But if you are Viewer Plus and you're on the Discord, go over. There is a thread with a question in, and I'd love your feedback. And definitely want your feedback on that, because it kind of affects the perks. So, on to stream number 28. There we go. Alright then. Will we get a confetti cannon for 100 Viewer Plus subs? No, we've already celebrated 100 Viewer Plus subs. We're not going to do that again. Also, I've ran out of confetti cannons. The one we did at the last charity event, that was the last one. Yes. If you want Junction designs, feel free to throw them in the OpenTTD chat on Discord. I may or may not be able to have a look, depending on stuff. Right then, folks. So, last time we were working on this line here, which we call the new main line. That's because it is our, I think, 5th main line, so it's got 4 news. We did a few junctions, including this terrible junction, which you should never do, and it's got a depot on the junction that, in theory, trains from all the directions could use. Yes, it's practically possible. Whether it's a good junction or not, I don't think it is, but it was brilliant fun figuring that out, and it is in the middle of a time lapse on the highlights. Music a tiny bit loud. Okay, thank you, Egg. Let's put it to there. That might be a little bit too quiet now. I think I overdid it. There we are. Where? What happens if you send me to the depot? The stream stops. Yeah. Yeah, this music is new music. It is different and separate to the game. Yeah. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so we added this junction and a couple of other junctions to the line, which allowed us to have some satellite stations with some extra road vehicles if we just hide the towns, hide the buildings in the town. And one of my favourites was the one that we did with the trams, which is over, it's up here amongst all these trees. There we go. And you can see the trams are snaking backwards and forwards along this loop into these towns, and then delivering at this station and going back again. Now, this needs fixing, I think. Does it need fixing? Yeah, I think it needs fixing because we don't yet accept mail, and we need to, right? Yeah. So, there we go. Guardian of the Moon says, if I have time to meet you on the Hellish weekend or the LAN, I'll give you a bunch of confetti cannons. Oh no, I've only just cleaned up from the last one. In fact, I think there's still confetti lodged somewhere around here. I keep finding it. Yeah, so that's all of the mini catch up from last time. We did some interesting bits and bobs with trams and stations and junctions, and we finished off by creating this station, which we need to link into the town with some sort of service. And we created this station that we need to link to these towns with another service. And we've got to put a junction in. And we prepared everything. We moved the depots and we rekinked the track and got this ready. So we're kind of starting with this junction today. Okay, what's this? bear with me a second. I'm just checking because I think I just saw an important message. All right, I see. Okay, I see. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Right. A roundabout. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know if I like roundabouts. Maybe we could try. Like, you could do, like, a T-junction, a T-junction, a T-junction, a T-junction, and then connect all the T-junctions up. But that would be huge, right? Confetti cannons like glitter. You never get rid of it. That's true. Yeah. Let's have a look at some of the, if there's people who posted screenshots. Right, here we go. Yes, so we have a screenshot here, which I believe I can actually share. So bear with me a second. Open link. And then I can maximize and do this, and then zoom in, and then share with you guys. Here we go. So this one here, this one's from Millalol, and whilst it looks really efficient straight away, but there are some concerns with this one, and mostly it's the short of the angles. So we have length, I think 10 trains? Can I draw on top of this? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Okay, that's interesting. I'm using two different modes on top of each other. So looking at this, we've got like the gap between this signal and where it splits. That would have to be length 10 in my opinion. Right, this piece of track that goes under this bridge here. Now, if you move the signal forward, that would help. But it would still need to be 10. So we could try and do a little bit of a bigger version of this. What do you guys think? Yeah, the roundabouts do become huge. Now, let's see. So straight on this. Yeah, straight on does go in and down. Yeah, we could potentially do that. Just make it bigger. Stretch the junction. Stretch to fit your trains. People want me to do this and just stretch it. Fair enough. What cargoes can Master Hellish be refitted to? How many tons of food can you carry? I don't think I could carry many tons of food at all. Now, there are a few other suggestions, but you know what? I've not built this junction before, so let's give it a go. Yeah? Now, the only problem is we will need to expand the land. I think... should I start from the middle? I think I should start from where I'm limited the most, right? So these two tunnels are kind of like a hard stop. They're like the junction has to start here. We've got a little bit of a slowdown. Why is that? Oh, it just got a bit busy. Fair enough. Oh, cool. There's a lot of trains on this line now. We'll see. Do I have enough money? That's a question, eh? That is a question. So, and then maybe we can like come right up to the edge of this one. But then it needs to match up with that, doesn't it? It's the inner part that's the biggest problem. Okay, let's do that then. So I'm going to try and do this while the trains are moving on it, which makes it even worse. So looking at this. Oh, I see. The ins and the outs are offset by one to each other. That's why I'm struggling. So let me just quickly draw. So this out here is offset. It is like here. And it's 1 over compared to there. So I need to move those things along. Just make a plus junction and leave it. I mean, I'm tempted to do a cloverleaf, to be honest. I mean, cloverleafs aren't great. But let's shift it over, okay? So we're going to do it bit by bit. Oh, we'll do it with the right... we're not going to use Vactube yet. Maybe we'll start doing Vactube next episode. Let's see. What are the Vactube... Hang on a second. Let's just turn that on. So the Hyperloop Pod, the reliability is 94%. Okay, Vactube next week. What do you think to that, folks? Everybody's like, yay! Right? Good evening, 64H. So we're going to do this one while the track is being used live. Wow. Waiting for free path. I think it's just because I changed it in block. Something's not right here. That doesn't look right. Why is that not? Oh! Oh, it's Vactube, but you can't see because the tunnel. Oh, I must have spent a good deal of money then. Uh-oh. There we go. Transparency settings weren't right. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to remove the signals along here. And we're going to remove that. And reverse the polarity of the signal flow. There we go. And I'm just going to bit by bit build this junction. There we go. Right, so that bit is kinked. Now the other one needs to be kinked as well, which I think is fine because we have a kink. Oh, there's an industry in the way. We can't really kink this one because it goes over a lot of water. We're going to have to do this one. Yeah, it's going to have to be. Well, at least these haven't got trains running on them yet. We're just going to do a tunnel. It's alright, we'll just dig under the iron ore mine and the wells. In fact, let's just remove the tracks temporarily. There we go. And we'll just dig. Dig, 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 dig. And then this bit has to be undug, I think. As does this bit. That has to be undug. That bit's fine, and this bit needs to be undug as well. And I think we're okay. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. There we go. I'm quite happy with that, actually. I don't mind doing a bit of tunneling like that, especially when you got a few little tunnels. You still get your signals in and stuff. There we go. Can you wiggle away from the industries? Not if we're following the pattern that we're trying to create. It might be nice, but no. Right, there we go. So let's get those signals on there now. So there we go. Right, now the two lines have been necessarily wiggled. Okay, the offset's been done. Where did screenshots go on the Discord? Yeah, OpenTTD chat when we're streaming about OpenTTD. Yeah. Unless it's not OpenTTD and it's relevant to the stream, in which case, general. So the next thing we're going to do is, I think we'll put the raised ground in. So across the middle here, there's some raised ground. Okay. So the raised ground comes from here. And it goes to the... Oh, we accidentally got rid of that bit of track. So there's the raised ground. You think you've missed something somewhere? What do you think you've missed where? So what we need to do is put the tunnels in and kink this correctly. So we'll just cut that off temporarily. Raise the ground. And then we have a tunnel here and a tunnel there. And we're going to have to re-kink this in a minute anyway, because it's not going to be big enough. Yeah. Right, so that track's going again. But like I said before, we do need to make this design bigger. So we're going to push these kinks further back. Let's give... So this one comes out, it's got a signal, then it merges. Let's give it a little bit more room. Yeah, let's get it to come out to at least here before it then goes in. And then we'll do the same on the other side and start building out the rest of the design. Now, I just took a signal out, but we probably won't have a crash. Right, that's length 5 there, so this wants to be length 5 and then goes up. There we go. Right. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I know we haven't got all the signals there, so let's just quickly do some signals. Good. Okay, so there's the main middle bit for the through line. Now, I think what we need to do is look at the options for how then these connect up. So this one now comes down to here, right? Which is fine. And there is... Ooh, is the polarity different? Ooh, I think the polarity on the design is different. That's probably fine. I think. I'm not sure, actually, whether the polarity is fine or not. Anyway, and then this one will be coming off this way as well. So the earliest we can have a signal is here, right? And the length of this segment is 6. It's too small. Okay, we need to bring that further back. So let's bring it back to here. Okay. I think somebody's burning something outside, and the slightly smoky air is coming into my office. I can feel it in my throat. Flip the photo. Now that would be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Okay, so there is the signal in that square. That is length 8. Oh my goodness, it's going to have to be even bigger. Right, let's go to here. I mean, this is going to be a big junction. Right, signals here. Yeah, that's okay. Gives us an extra square, 11. That's how big one of the... That's not actually terrible. What's wrong with Brandon? Oh dear. Here we go. Although, come to think of it, we do have this little kink in here as well. So let's measure that. So that is 10. And I think that's the shortest part. It's going to crash into the industry. You're probably right. We're going to have to figure something out. Oh, the burning smell. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So then, looking at this, this becomes a T-junction like this, okay? And this then is some sort of weird in thing. And this T-junction meets up with that track. Okay. So there is a diagonal that comes in like this. I don't normally copy junction designs, and I think this is why. Oh, and also the track's wonky. Oh no, the track's wonky. Oh, and I've crashed into an industry. Oh dear, oh dear. Now, we would need a bridge here, but I'm not going to do it yet. Checked if my computer's on fire. I mean, I'm not trying to run 100 AIs in it today. So, yeah, the quarry's in the way, the fruit plantation's in the way, everything's in the way. Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the junction first and then try and do the improvements. Okay, so we'll see. Jason, I'm gonna copy the design and then I'm gonna fix problems. Okay, so that's kind of like that bit done. Comes in down here, that's fine. Or is it? Yeah, that is fine. And then where this comes out here, we've got a diagonal there. That diagonal meets up here. Now I'm going to take that out because it does need to be taken out. Because we're going to raise... Oh, we would need... Oh, this is terrible. This is going to be really difficult. because of the industries. I just can't outright copy the design. I could make it slightly smaller. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to open that image on a different screen. There we go. I can see some other designs. Oh! Okay, so Nielsen, that design is nice and compact, but there's a lot of really tight corners in there. Could I move it further down? Potentially, but I've already got my lines where they are. Although moving this stuff and moving that stuff and moving that would probably be quite easy. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide. We're gonna do a very quick vote on this, okay? You know what? I haven't got Hellish Tools open. Sorry, the portal. Very quick flash vote. Okay, so get yourself over to the portal. Get ready. It's only gonna be, the vote's only gonna be open for a few seconds. So, do I try and work it out, or do I move it? Okay, that's what we're gonna say. Bear with me a second. I need to log in. Right. Voting. What? Move it? Or fix? Alright, the vote's up. If you're on the portal and the vote's not there, you just need to refresh the screen and you will see the vote. That is not an easier view of it. That got just posted in the Discord. Right, how's the voting coming along? Let's have a look. Right, we've had more than 10 people vote already. Okay, there's an obvious winner. Right, here you go, look, folks. Oh, we got a resubscriber. New Viewer Plus subscriber. Fantastic. C-Beans, thank you very much for being a Viewer Plus subscriber and holding up the results of the vote. Yeah. The charity live stream is still pinned on the website. Yeah, could you put that in mod chat, please, Brandon, so I can get to it? So yes, people want me to move the whole thing, which is fine. I will do that. So in that case, this is going to come up, okay? This needs to come up, and the closest it can come up is there, right? So on the design, it comes up here. It goes along for a little bit. I'm not sure why, but we'll come to that in a minute. And then it goes across. Okay? It goes across like this. I think the reason why it goes along a little bit is to allow for a tunnel. So then that means this diagonal... Oh, this is going to be difficult for the trains. This diagonal does actually come along and meet up with this line, which is elevated. Now, for the inner line here, that's length 10. This outer line's going to have to be something like length 15. Like over here. So I think we might end up just seeing how far down we can push this line before the two meet up, and then it's okay. We like to move it. Oh, I quite like that song. Okay, so then it would come up like here, then come down, angle, and then... Oh, cool. Right, okay, so we'd need one piece of track. Nah, that's too close. Hang on. This is not what I had in mind tonight. Right, round the corner and up. The up goes along for one. Has a junction and then another one. And then goes off on the diagonal. So I could move this one more. But I'm not going to. Because it would then not be symmetrical. So we can actually move this along one. There. Right. So we go flat, then up, then across, then it goes off. Okay. And I think this lines up with that. It does not. It's here. Which again is fine. Just means that this goes there. This comes down. There we go. Right. I think that's the maximum point for the junction. This is so going to be a time lapse. Alright. So this is our mark of where the line needs to be moved to in order to be able to do the things we need to. So let's now do the same things that we did here. This bit is still laterally the same, right? I think. So this comes... that's going to be some sort of tunnel, I think. Yeah, that's a tunnel. There we go. Right, we're getting somewhere now. Oh, it needs to be longer. Right, it does need to be longer. Okay. I got it slightly wrong. It's so hard to see the angles of everything. Oh, by the way, folks, if you want, do you want to know what Saturday's video is? I've got a video that I'm planning for Saturday. Do you want to know what it is? Okay, so the idea is it comes out the tunnel, then it comes this way. There is a left and then a space, and then it comes down. Then, why is that higher? That shouldn't be higher. Or is it not higher and I just didn't connect it? I just didn't connect it. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then this signal here. Right, we've got our new measurement. Our new measurement says length 8. Okay, if we want to maintain this diagonal, the best inside length I can do is 8. Why are so many tracks elevated? Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. There we go. Yes, please. Sneak peek. Now, I haven't got enough content for a sneak peek. Yeah. So, yes, Saturday's video is going to be a Transport Tycoon Deluxe Let's Play. Yeah. Contemplate his life choices. Yeah, as do I want it. Yeah. Saturday's video will be the edited highlights of the Junction people. No, that will be Monday's video. Settlers 2 is on the list. I put a list on the Viewer Plus Discord. I put a list of all my planned videos at the moment. Not all my planned. Most of my most upcoming planned videos. Yeah, right, okay. So, if we move the junction down and don't move this diagonal, the best the inside can be is length 8. I feel like we need to do better than that. Yeah. Did Viewer Plus subscribers not see this? Where did I post it? Viewer Plus General. Yeah. Upcoming videos, brackets not guaranteed, subject to change, etc, etc. There's a big list of videos there that I've got planned for the Viewer Plus subscribers to get like a preview and a chance for them to give their feedback. Right then. Will 8 block junction, therefore the junction, it's not going to be great. You know what? We need this junction to be good. And having an 8 on the inside, to me, right now, is unacceptable. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So, let's keep this going along here. And this one, if it's 8, that might make it 9, that might make it 10. Let's move it to here. Right. And I'm not quite sure where this goes in that case. I think it is in line with this coming up and connecting in like that. Yeah. So the tunnel wants to be somewhere around here. That one wants to kind of go that way. The tunnel is 2 long, not 3 long. So this would be the tunnel. This would be the track. That would come off there. And then there'd be another diagonal. Yeah. Are we turning the entire lake into a junction? Yes. If necessary, this is just going to be a junction here. All of this. Yeah, the main problem with this now is that the tracks don't line up with it. And I'm still not sure that this diagonal is the right length. So it comes off here, splits this way, has a gap, that one comes off like this. This diagonal here is... No, it's length 9, look. It's still not long enough. Still not long enough. You know what? We need to bring it across another. More. Right. What? Right. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Right. Can we even do it any more than that? I don't think we can. Hang on. Isn't that just the same place? No, the tunnel needs pushing back. Oh, it's collided. Those two diagonals have just completely collided, and they can't. They're not allowed to. So it needs to be pushed further along. Okay, so then this is ridiculous. Whose idea was this? Okay, we come out the tunnel, we split off. This one goes here. This is why I don't copy other people's designs, because you end up with this mess. Right, the inside here is 10 long. That connects up fine, that joins up, and it comes down here, and that's the entrance to the junction from that direction. Which is terrible. It's horrendous. Hey, be nice to your design. Look, I'm not saying it's your design's fault. But... Right, so then this bit here, this is a tunnel. And then the up part here is kind of like the baseline in this direction. And if this line comes to here, that means this other line needs moving to there. Which we can do. It might just mean that we approach these bridges and diagonals differently. So let's just push this out here and just diagonal it into the city there. There we go. So that's where it's going to be, and that's where it's going to be. And I think to avoid potential slowdowns, I'm going to actually give it a run-in at 10. Are we going to hit an industry? Yeah. But what we'll do is we'll come up for another, like, 15 or so, and then we'll go in. Now, is there any efficiencies I can do here? Yeah, we can come past this industry to there. This is some pretty monumental reconfiguring. I don't think I remember reconfiguring something this much before. Are we even going to be able to do Vactube next time, eh? A train roundabout? Train roundabouts are terribly huge, usually. Alright. Especially with the longer length of train. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a ship that's stuck. It's not a ship, it's an aircraft. Aussie Gaming, welcome. Oh dear. You love this junction already? Look, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to try and do it properly. Right, this diagonal's not in the right place now. And I'm pretty sure this is no good. And I think these bridges might need to be moved as well. Oh dear. Right then. So ideally we want to get the trains using the new through line. And this one, I think, has a bit of a bridge that comes off. Yeah, there's a bridge that goes to here, then goes down under. I think that bit's still in the same place, so let's keep that. Tunnels through here, then connects up to some sort of diagonal that isn't this one. Oh my goodness. This one's got a gap, and then the alright, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it, he says, like 5 minutes later. Those, oh, biscuits, there's, there you go. There we go. I mean, you guys might not be getting it, because it's a complete mess. Oh dear. You've never had nostalgia? I only started playing it recently. Oh, well, the thing is, right, this game is 20 years old, based on a game that's 30 years old, and it's been refined and improved and expanded over those 20 years, so it is top notch. Okay. So we can have our signal here and here. That's fine. This one, I think, does something extremely similar, actually. It does. There we go. So let's put signals down this line now, and signals down that line. And we'll do the same over here. So signals going this way, signals going that way, and we'll connect it up so that trains can use both. And we'll connect it up so trains can use both here. Shouldn't be any crashes. Oh, the train's already diverted. Right. And this is one of those instances where, in theory, it should now be okay. So we can get rid of the connection here, and we can get rid of this bit here, and trains shouldn't get oh, they are lost. I got the polarity wrong, haven't I? The polarity's gone wrong somewhere. These signals. In fact, the polarity of all of these signals in the middle, I think, are wrong. There we go. Turn these around. because I'm doing it the opposite way to the design, right? Whoa, look how close those two trains are! There's not a pixel between them. Why is there not a crash? Right, turn this train round. Now this one is stuck. So we're going to have to fix it. Can we fix it? Maybe. Well, that one's gone wrong again. Where are you going? You're just going to a random station. That's not... Ah, there we go. It's okay now. Okay, it's fine. No, there was no train crash. There was no train crash. The trains are all using the new lines. Oh, no, wait, hang on. That's an old line that's being used. Okay, well, we need to disconnect this. Right, they're now using the new line successfully. And we can get rid of the old line. Once the old line's out, the junction should be a lot easier to build. Alright then. I'm not exactly sure where these diagonals are going to go, but let's figure that out. So, this piece of track shouldn't be here. We've got this tunnel coming out here. This piece of straight bit shouldn't be in. We're going to have a diagonal coming out of here. This diagonal goes all the way across and connects up to that one. And then we got a square here where that goes up. I guess it can either stay up or not. I'm going to give it an extra piece. And then down here, it stays up and connects to the elevated track that comes off here. So let's get this elevated piece of track in. Yes, I know there's a train stuck down here. It'll be fine. Yeah, I've got 27 billion. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think this is a little bit close. It's going over these signals. And there should be... Yeah, that's fine. Let's get this train out of here. Where does it need to go? I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? It can go anywhere. There you are. Train, go away. Thank you. Just get rid of the train. Right, these tunnels need to be gone, because there's not enough room here. So up here, this is where these lines come together and join onto this bit of track. And then I think this diagonal's like... Something's not right. Bear with me a second, folks. What is not right here? Let's check this end and follow it through. So this bit up here is correct. The tunnel is correct. It comes out here correctly and kinks out. That is fine. The other one bridges from here to there and connects up here. That is correct and fine as well. So then this comes along. At some point it goes down and connects up to this diagonal here. And I had a spare space between the two, didn't I? So let's do that. Okay. And then this seems to connect here 5. Why is that 5 and this one not? Maybe that diagonal's not quite right. I'll have to see. Yeah. Everything is not right. Ah, well, I don't know, actually. I'm not 100% sure about this. Right, we don't want to see that train. I don't want to know what that train's up to. So then, yeah, that comes up here. It goes across. There's a bridge. It connects to the upper track. The upper track comes across. Yeah, I think it's because there is a bit of a misalignment. Yeah, there's a misalignment. So this bit here comes across to there, which is fine. Then the tunnel is here. Yeah. I'm not quite sure why that one's 5. I'm just going to delete this one for a second. Oh, that one's 5 as well. There we go. It's because this diagonal slopey bit that was making me strange. So then, there we go. And then this one can just turn the corner. So it comes up, goes like this, goes along the edge. Hang on a minute. Let's have the inside edge. There we go. Oh, this is coming together quite nicely. So this junction down here is done, apart from obviously all the signals. This one up here is almost done. There we go. That one's done apart from the signals. I think that one's done apart from the signals. Yeah, and then we just need to do this one. Which we're going to have a little bit of a problem with this bridge, unfortunately. We're just going to have to move it backwards. So if we move it backwards... 4. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the bridge back in. There we go. We need maximum efficiency. I know, right? I think we're doing quite well to just keep the trains running at the moment. And then, how does this work? So we have an up bit where this bit comes over. So let's delete that temporarily. Get this to come over. And it comes up. Across one more. Now, we're going to have to let that train through. It's in the way. But there needs to be a bridge here. The reason why there needs to be a bridge is because that connects up there. And also, this joins in. So I think we need that to come out one more. Does that bridge onto there? Yes, it does. Then this is a tunnel. Oh no, not quite. We'll be in a minute. Tunnel, connect that up there. There we go. We did it. Oh, why is there a train there? Oh, there's trains going to this station for some reason. I think they might have got a bit lost. Let's get rid of the old bridges. And give the lake some of its land back. There we go. Now, obviously, like I said, we've got a few bits still to figure out. Like, we've got to remove some of the old bits and put the signals in and get the other directions working. But the trains are still flowing through. Let's just connect this back up. Not sure if that's right. Yeah, that is right. There we go. Was worth it in the end? I think it might be. It is. It looks like it could be a... Well, it's certainly interesting and fun to figure it out. But we haven't finished yet, okay? We haven't finished yet. So, we need to hide all the bridges. So, whoop, there we go. And these are all the lines coming into here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 ins. There we go. And that's an out. Then over here, we've got, that's the thing that splits out. That comes in, so 1, I guess we can get rid of that. 1 down there, 1 down there, and 1 down there. As long as when I put these signals in, nothing goes wrong, we're okay. And then One going this way. One going that way. And one going that way. Then up here, one going this way. One going that way. And we've got signals already here. We just make sure we've got one right before the bridge. And I think that's all the signals. Obviously, we want to make sure we've got right before the tunnels to try and get good efficiency there. Right, and maybe after this tunnel as well. There we go. I think we're done. We'll do some land tidying up. So I think what we'll do is we'll just flatten, fantastic, that off there. By the warehouse. Well, what warehouse is that? I can't remember which warehouse we had. Let's do this. Make it all nice and neat. Okay, just filling in the land a little bit. Good. That's still connected, which is nice. Let's make it minimalistic over here. And that's nice and neat, that's nice and neat, that's minimalistic. We can cut this down, I think. Ugh, no, I don't want that. There we go. And then we can put the bridges back in terms of being able to see them. There we go. There we are. I really like this junction. There's quite a lot of things that I like about it, but there are a couple of things that are a little bit of a concern. You have 4 3-way merges. There's a 3-way merge down here, 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 and here. They don't merge separately. They're all quite close. Missing some signals on the right. Okay, let's have a look here. Do you mean down here, eh?
New viewer plus subscriber.
Fantastic, fantastic. Studgay, thank you very much for becoming a viewer plus subscriber. Currently, you are the 100th viewer plus subscriber in the club. We're just waiting for this page to update. It will update, but welcome aboard. Viewer Plus, of course, it's my subscription program. Support me directly. Thanks for your support. And thanks to you and everybody else who's part of Viewer Plus. If you're on Discord, ask me or the mods, just shout out and we will give you the thing, the role where you can see the extra channels on the Discord. Is this going to refresh? I don't think it's going to refresh at this point. Wakey, wakey. I don't know how often it does refresh, actually. There it is. I'm not sure. I think that one refreshes every minute, where a lot of the stuff refreshes every 15 seconds. Some things are a little bit low. There we are. So a new target is 150 viewer plus subscribers. If we get to 150, that's when we'll do some sort of celebration. Okay. Right. People are adamant that there's some signals missing. Inner line from east to south. From east. So that's, well, it doesn't actually match up very well. Oh, we've got another train whistle. Okay, here we go. Ready? How do you make it so there's no trees in the world? I mean, mine are just hidden. But you can create your own scenario and just don't add trees. What you got to make sure in the game settings is you turn trees off. Tree placement algorithm, you can turn it to... oh no, this one. In-game placement. Don't grow, don't spread, or something. And just don't have them in the thing. Right. Your east to south. East to... There we go. Yep, thank you. I've got you. We just need to hide these. Just drag them across. There we go. There's a few signals. There was an opportunity for an extra signal there. We've got them tight around those tunnels. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what, folks? I think it might have been worth it. Brandon's gone in with a screenshot. Thank you very much for the screenshot, Brandon. But I think we've managed to get that. It's just a screenshot of my head. No, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Right then, mod chat. Yes, there we go. Right, now we've got this. Why is that going slow? Did it have to wait for a train? Okay, I think we're okay. There was a redemption for a warehouse. Yeah, I can't remember. We'd have to have a warehouse at some point in some place, won't we? We'll have to name this after a viewer plus subscriber as well. Why would you want signals on the diagonals? Basically, if the train is part way along the diagonal, then another train can enter the diagonal. So it's the spacing between trains then. Anyway, let's get a few extra trains on this service. Now, we haven't got any depots, and there's no room for any depots. So, that is a problem. What we're going to have to do... Whoa. Tell you what, we don't normally do this very often. Let's put some dedicated... Can we put optional depots on the junction? I mean, it's not quite long enough for the normal design. Normal design, we need like 22 tiles, right? I'm not going to add the depots to the junction properly again, but what if? I was thinking about doing them here. I think actually this is enough space. No, it's not enough space. Yeah. Yeah. Breakdowns can cause problems, but if you know how to handle it, Guild Games, you're good. You know what, right? If we have depots... If I do... I'm just trying to be clever. I'm just trying to be clever. I'm not sure I can do it. It's enough space if you shorten the bridge. Yeah, if I move or shorten this bridge, we can definitely have some depots in here. I'm not going to rework the entire junction, but what I'm thinking is, can I have like a lay-by or something? Now, that one is that direction. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, these lines, these have depots. We've got depots up here, and we've got depots down there. Okay, so they are depots on the main line. It's this line that needs them. So, actually, we'll have them here. So, we'll go here. We will make this 7 length, just because... Oh, 7? Really? No, we'll make it shorter. I don't think we need to have a gap here to allow ships through. Or maybe we do. But I'm doing it anyway. There we go. Right then. So I'm going to leave a space. And then we're going to go off for our depots. There we go. How's that? I think I deleted slightly too much. The ships are fine. The ships are almost certainly maybe fine. There we go. Is that wonky? It is slightly wonky. It'll be fine. That'll be okay. And then, can that come in? Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. And maybe we can move the bridges or make them bigger again. I'm not sure. I think doing anything other than what I'm doing would unnecessarily overly complicate it. And we've already done quite a good deal of unnecessary overcomplication already. So we'll get rid of the forbidden better track. We'll get rid of the through track. Put some signals on here. push them down. There we go. There we are. Now, this is a bit wonky here, but what we can do is this. So these trains will favour that direction. These trains will favour that direction. And we can remove this signal. And the trains will just be fine. That'll be alright. I suppose you could just do it as one cross here, like this. That would shorten the bottleneck, but then you're double kinking. Although we could just then extend this bit of track, and that'd be neater, I guess. Yeah, that is actually neater. There we go. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Slight alteration there for the input of that one. And I'm going to make these bridges as long as possible. So let's do that. And that allows for a signal here. Okay. Looking good. I like that. I like that. Let's get rid of this signal. I don't want too many signals. And get some trains. Should we get some trains? When I made a joke about Hellish finding another piece of confetti in the year 2027, it wasn't supposed to be literal. Yeah, well, you never know when I was still finding confetti from the first confetti cannon. When I'd find the second one. And when I fired the second one, no, the third one, I was still finding pieces from the second. Why am I doing that? We don't want to do that. We're just going to clone one of the trains that's going past. There we go. And then we can get rid of the orders. Boop. Put new orders in. We'll just tell them to go between these two stations. We'll get a bunch of them. And then we'll do some more interesting stuff in a minute. There we go. Missing northbound signal. I don't think so. Signals are for the merge here, right? It's not north really, but yeah. Could you measure the distance on the double depot track on the bottom one? What this distance here? That's 11. This distance here? That's 10. If I measure it properly. Is that what you was thinking? Henrik, welcome. Hello. Next time you have a LAN, you should give everyone a piece of confetti. Well, did I give everybody? I can't remember actually. After the merge, you don't need a signal after the merge. Yeah, you definitely need signals before your merges. Yeah. Right, so now we've got trains going backwards and forth. Why are they turning left? Why are they not going straight on? Hang on a minute. All these trains are coming out and going the wrong way. Oh, they're trying to turn around and get right. Oh, I did the orders the wrong way around. Okay, delete all the orders. Tell them to go here, then there. That's why. It's not signals. It's not a bad junction. It's just I put them on a northwest bound line when they need to be going southeast. No signal issues. Don't need to worry about that. Right then, how are we looking here? Looking pretty good. Now, we need to get bus routes between these towns and so forth. And we need to get a bus route somehow connected up to this one. I say somehow, it's not too bad actually. What we can do is have a road go down here. And then we connect this road up at the appropriate intersection. So let's go and put the road in. So 1, 2, 3 road, or road there. 1, 2, 3 road, and then the track, the land like this. And then we can bring the road around here. So the vehicles can go in either direction.
Things don't go wrong, they just get interesting.
That's right, they just get interesting. It's not a problem. So we're going to add a few city blocks on the next to the station, and then we'll just put some road bits on there. So let's do one here, one there, and one there. So these are the drop-off stations, and then we're going to do pickup stations in the town. So I'm going to delete this bridge because it's pointless. These two bits of... Oh, the town hate me. Okay, quick. Oh, hang on. Let's get the stations in before we try bribing and stuff. So let's put one here, 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 and here. But then also we'll put a couple down this end of town. One there and one there. Okay, so we've got 6 different pickups and 3 drop-offs. Now, let's see if we can... Oh, they'll let me delete that bit of road. Lovely, because that means I can get a nice big bridge in here. Oh, nice. Right, a few depots, and we'll put a depot... I'll put a depot over here, put a depot over there, depot over here, and... trying to find space for a depot that's not taken up by a building. It's almost impossible. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's get a good bus. I'm going to tell it to go from here to there, here to there, here to there, here to there. I love these orders. Here to there, here to there. And then we just need to transfer it west. So at west, we transfer and leave empty. Like this. Oh, barrel and keg. There we are. Fill in the space between the bridges. Let me have a look at that. And we're going to get 20-ish of them. And then I want to do the same with mail. So I'm just going to go in here and add these on. The town should let me. They don't hate me that much. And then we'll get a new mail truck. We'll clone the orders. We can't use control. But then we can clone the truck with control. And that will allow us to get some shared trucks. There we go. Fill in the space between the bridges. What, this space? Nah, I don't want to do that. We've got a tiny little shipping lane here, which we could make bigger, but I already decided I like that. Although I do want to just bring that out there a little bit and then bring this up to here. I like it a little bit more. We're going to be transferring people from in there over to there anyway, so there we go. Lovely little bus service that side, and we're going to do the same thing this side, except we're going to have 2 towns involved. So let's help them with their road networks. It's always a good idea to get the towns growing as well. There we go. That's where the town's going to be growing. Ooh dear, no, I don't want that. And then this town has their road network like this. And when you do the 3x3 grids in the towns, they are always aligned to each other. Like the grid of one town will always line up to the grid of another town. Although I say that, but I've never proved it. Let's see if we can see instances of this. Where 2 towns are merged. Yeah, here, look. 2 towns merging, the grid connects. 2 town merging, grid connects. 2 towns merging, the grids connect. 2 towns merging, the grids connect. So the grids always connect. No tunnels for those roads. Maybe. Yeah, tunnels sounds like a good idea. At least for 2 of them. Oh no, there's not enough room for tunnels. Have to be tunnels, won't it? Tell you what, I'll do some tunnels here. If it'll let me. Yeah? So we'll have a tunnel there. And then we'll have a bridge here. Okay. Kevin DeBeat says, Hellish, can you double check the straight on the line between the stations? I believe it's missing on the junction. You know what? I'm going to put a signal before these tunnels. Just, it's not necessary, but oh, there is one there already. But it helps with flow. There we go. Not quite following on that one, Kevin B. Yeah, lower the road intersection. Lower the whole intersection? Okay. I mean, I was going to put a bridge, but... There we go. So we've got one tunnel and one bridge, and the rest is just there. Now, we have to get our various different drop-off stations in. Oh, the local authority hate me. How bad do you hate me? You think I'm appalling? Okay, we'll start off by giving you loads of trees. Okay, this many trees here, and this many trees down there. And now they just think I'm very poor. Now they think I'm poor, and with poor I should be able to get my stations in. So let's have a look. So, one station there. One station... Oh no, now they refuse to allow me. That's a little bit of a shame. Let's try bribing them. Okay, also we'll build a statue of the company owner. I think building a statue of the company owner should give you a ratings boost. I do. Now, I can't get rid of that. Can I put in a passenger one there? Yeah. Right, so we've got passenger. We need some mail drop-offs, actually, which I didn't think about. But don't worry. We'll do some here and here. And then I'll try and get some on this side as well. So maybe there. And this one's going to have to be a spread station. Oh, building must be demolished. There's only one on that side. I tell you what, I'll do another one here. There we go. They're going to have their own little road. That'll do. Yeah. This one stream has used 4 GB of data. I suppose it depends what, like, what quality you're watching it as well, doesn't it? Because YouTube usually, like, decides your quality and you have to override it if you don't like it. Now, let's see about actually getting some in the town. This is actually a relatively small town, so we'll get one in here, one in there, and one in there. And that's probably going to be it, to be honest. And this one's quite small too. So one here and one there. And that's it. But we'll just do one big route around. So we'll expand these. And there we go. Of course, we're going to need some depots. We'll put one... Oh, hang on. Let's put it opposite. What do you mean they refuse to allow it? I put the piece of road there. Well, never mind. Oh, dear. 144p is available. I don't know why that would ever be available. Doesn't make any sense to me. Right. Let's have a bus. And we're going to go from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, and from here to there. And then the main station here is going to be the drop-off, transfer and leave empty. And I think this time we're going to probably need less vehicles, so we'll start off with 10. But we're still going to need a few mail trucks, so let's get them. And we'll copy the orders. There we go. And we'll clone that one so there's 5 of them. Right, how we're doing over here. So the road vehicles are going around all over the place, and for the most part, they're flowing quite nicely. 1480 is vaguely watchable. Whoa, you're not going to see any detail there. You're not going to see any detail. Right, folks, we're going to just take a very quick second just to say that if you're watching and you're enjoying the stream, please do like it. Lets other people know that you like it. The algorithm then knows that you like it, and you can then share it up, and hopefully more and more people will be able to see the stream and join in as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more OpenTTD retro games, challenges, let's plays, and tutorials. So far, we're at 32,487. We're trying to get to 33,333. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, do it now, and thank you very much. Okay, we're getting quite a few passengers over here, but also the trains are handling it. The train queue jam thing that was around here is gone, so I think it might have been because of these problems.
Fantastic.
You're missing all the passengers from the hotel. Fantastic indeed. What, this hotel? Production was 200. I'm pretty sure it's in the coverage of the station. Oh, it's not. It's just... Oh, well, we got this hotel. This one, not so much. Is it worth its own stopping point for 200? You know what? For 200 passengers, it probably is. Let's do it. Let's put an extra stop in, just for the buses. Okay, so there's the extra stop. Where's the buses? There's one bus. Is that the bus? Yeah, that's the bus. So after it's gone there for the last time, we're going to go here. Oh, I didn't make a bus one, I made a truck stop. Delete, remove that, add that. There we go. Now I can go to it. We can transfer and leave empty. There we go. Added. Placed a signal the wrong way. What signal? Where? That'd be such a troll, wouldn't it? Just to go onto a OpenTTD streamer and just go, hey, that signal's the wrong way around, and then just go like, what signal? Like over here, over here, over here, over here. Like, is it this junction? Is it at Stevie D's Wonderloop? Is the signal wrong there? Or is the signal wrong, like, over here somewhere amongst all of these various different lines and feeders and depots? Or perhaps there's a problem closer over to this way, where we've got the Badger intersection. I don't think it's wrong there, but it might be. But then we've also got the Gecko Depot junction, and maybe there's a signal wrong there. And then there's this bit here too, which we're going to name today. Did you say transfer and leave empty at the hotel? No. Pick up from the hotel and transfer and leave empty at the station. So if we look at the orders, this bar and grill rooms, that's the hotel. Afterwards, we go there and leave empty. When going on the junction, there should not be signals until the train track. Therefore, the train will be able to sit waiting without blocking the other junction. If a train is waiting, it will go up to the end and wait, and it won't block the junction. If a train is not waiting, it will flow through the junction, and you want the previous train behind it to flow as close as possible. In which case, you want the signals on there, I think. Hellish, all are wrong due to the sides, except the one they mentioned. I just zoomed on it? Oh my goodness. Can somebody, like, screenshot and put it in the open? Well, I think somebody might have done it. Hang on a second. Nope. Put it in the TTD. Yeah. Right, anyway, we need to name this junction. We're going to name it after a Viewer Plus subscriber. So, let's go and find a Viewer Plus subscriber who we can name this after. So, let's get the wheel out, and we'll spin on all... How many of you are there? 100. Exactly 100 Viewer Plus subscribers. And find out who we're going to name the junction after. Above my head. You know what? I've just spotted it. There we go. Is that Bringers? I can't read it on there. Let's go over to yeah, I've got it. Thank you very much. Is that Merza for posting the backwards signal? Yes. So when I added those extra signals last minute, don't look in the general. Oh God, don't say don't look in general. Oh my goodness, people are pixelating me. 144p Hellish, that's horrible. Right. So the wheel result, let's get that into OpenTTD. So we need to think of a name of this junction that's named after Bringers, the latest Viewer Plus subscriber to have their name in the game. Thank you everybody for your support on Viewer Plus. There we are. I fixed the signal. That's why we got this little mini tailback now. Oh, that's not mini tailback. Oh, that's quite a tailback there. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, it goes. Oh, wow. That's a lot of trains waiting. They're still waiting. Oh, it goes all the way, and these are waiting to leave. The whole line is backed up. Well, hopefully it'll ease off. What was that notification? I missed it. I don't know. It's gone. If it was one where somebody purchased something, then it'll probably show up in the moderator Discord, so we'll be alright. Yeah, it's a bit of a tailback. Right then, folks. These trains going backwards and forwards seem to be doing alright. Transfer services here seem to be doing okay. And these towns are growing. Let's build a statue of the company owner, of course. Oh, yeah. Someone redeemed the gift. Okay. Yes, redeeming of gifts don't show up in the Discord mod chat. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, whether there was a signal back to front or not, that'd be quite the prank. And that was quite the tailback as well. So, yes, we need to name this junction. I kind of feel like I want to raise the land up. It is nice. The biggest challenge with this junction is making it big enough for the trains. I'm pretty sure it's big enough for the trains. Let's just... I mean, even if it's not, I'm not changing it now. Yeah, in theory, we're alright. In theory. And also getting it past the industries as well. Yeah. It was crazy. That's legendary. That's exactly the sort of thing that should have been clipped. Yeah. Bringers Square. That's a good name for the junction. I like it. Now, we've got trains using this depot. That's fine. This station's got no passengers at it, so that's working well. This one's got a few. I don't know if these trains need to spread out a little bit. I'm not sure. It's definitely a nice design. It is. Oh, you know what? We're going to have the new main line because we're doing VacTube next week. Aren't we? There's nothing we can do about it. Okay. Okay, I like that junction. We have got a bit of a slowdown, but that's because probably all these trains going through these stations now. The backlog is slowly unbacklogging. Yeah. It is a square, but it's the other way around. Yeah. Yeah. Next week's going to be VacTube. Let's do it then. I don't know if there's enough characters. There might be. There might be enough characters. We'll find out in a second. There we are. Briggers Square. That's the name of the junction. The Gold Briggers Square. Nah, it won't be big enough. Is it square or a diamond? Oh, I think that depends on your perspective. To me, a diamond is not a regular square shape. That one's regular. Or it should be. Wait, fair, pretty much is. Yeah. Not time to link the last main line or to the upgraded older one? The upgraded older one was an alcohol line, and it was a direct one-to-one. This one. So we wouldn't link it up to the old upgraded line. 94% transported. Quite happy with that. And a kite isn't a diamond. That's probably... It might be a type of. Anyway, so why? Oh, I purchased the land there so that the town couldn't grow across and cause a problem again. So we could upgrade some of the other main lines to MacLeod. That is true. But if we're going to connect a line up to this one, I think what we should do... Where's the original line? Here's the original main line. What we should try and do is change some of the platforms here to MacLeod, get a line out of here, and maybe connect in somehow. How? I'm not quite sure. Upgrade the line to Vactrain. I think it's a little bit too much to upgrade that whole line to Vactrain. There's a lot of vehicles that have to get sent to depot. Although, at the moment, that line is completely independent. So, maybe that's something that we do next time. Maybe. I'm just trying to think, like, can we make this station dig ourselves out of this town? Hope all is well? Yeah, all's doing quite good now. You're going to lurk. Okay, you go and lurk and enjoy OpenTTD. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, VacTube is very much possible with less income. Yeah. No, we're saving VacTube for next time, folks. So, let's get MacLeod connected up, I think. Yeah, this is the original main line between this place and this place. So if we connect that up, then all of the main lines have a connection. So we're going to do that. That is what we're going to do. Now, it looks like not all of these platforms are in very much use. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this piece of road. And I'm going to add an extra platform. And it's going to be in standard rail construction. It's going to be a drop-off of some description. So I'll just put a general generic thing there. Drag and drop. We'll go here like this. Station 2 spread out. Why? What's our maximum spread? That's only length 8. Where's the rest of the station? Oh, we use some spreads here. Oh, we're going to get rid of those spreads. We don't need those spreads. There we go. So then we come back here with our rail construction. We put this extra platform in there. Gonna have to get rid of this. That's gonna then convert like this. And to give ourselves enough room, we might have to push this one further out. There we go. So that's fine. Then the Heritage Railway comes in here, unfortunately, which I've completely forgot about. The Heritage Railway is going to have to share a platform. Okay, so once it goes out, we'll switch it over. Is this a multi-game? No, this is single player, but if you want to play along with the series, the download for this particular scenario is available on my website. So if you go to masterhellish.net, go to the download section, you'll be able to find this along with a load of other things. So yeah, we're gonna just put this extra bit. Oh, there's a train in the way apparently. There we go. Right, there we go. So the Heritage Railway is going to borrow these two platforms. I am going to get rid of this depot though, because that's going to cause potential problems. Heritage Railway needs a depot further along, like here. and here. There we go. Right. Which then... Oh, hang on. We need signals for the Heritage Railway. Let's see. That kind. I think. Yes, that'll do it. Now, we can upgrade these. And take 2 platforms and upgrade them to maglev. These 2. Boop. And then we can do a little crossover thing like this. We can't mix the track combination there. I tell you what would be nice, actually, if we could delete the edge of this town and move that other track. How far could we come down here? Quite some distance, actually. This town refused to allow it now. Or is it that town? One of the towns refused to allow it. Let's try and do that. I want to move it. I want to move that railway line. So the idea is that we move this railway line here. And that then allows us to have a straight maglev. So one of the maglevs will come down here. Like this. Am I upgrading? Nope, I'm deleting. Oh well, never mind, it's fine. Then we won't need that one. These bridges should be relatively easy to take out some of. There we go. So we're going to try and dig our way out of the city. It's not going to be easy. But we'll try. There's not a massive there. There's not a massive amount. Right. Hello, welcome. Game Breaker Zero. I think I need another bit of water. There we go. Right. Okay. So this one's going to be moved over, that one's going to be converted, and then we're going to have 2 lines that come out. That'll be fantastic. And then we might need to move these depots, which isn't a problem, because this line is terribly slow and unimportant. We probably could do with upgrading it, to be honest. Let's put some depots in here. There we go. Some double depots on a little hump. Signals going in, signals coming out. It's too short. I know it's too short, but look at the amount of vehicles going through it right now. Count them all. Throughput of that line doesn't matter. These can be gone. So just to ensure that we don't have as much problem as we might have, let's purchase all them there. What do I need to... Oh no, there we go. Can we delete that? Yes. 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 Okay, can we delete this? No. Oh, we can delete that though. Oh, we deleted our own piece of track. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not much more to take away. What's your favourite graphics set? I think for now this is my favourite graphics set. It's pretty basic. I would like to be able to... No, that's not the right thing. I would like to be able to go ahead... Oh, it's not going to let me have a look in the drop-down? I'd like to use OpenGFX 2. But it just doesn't seem finished enough for me. Time for caffeine? No, no more caffeine tonight. I've already had my caffeine. We'll come back to that in a bit. Oh yeah, we're going to have to do quite a lot of digging. Oh, no, wait, we don't need this. We don't need that. The town can grow there. That's fine. There's an OpenGFX 2 Classic. There are a few different ones, yeah. But there we go. Right, what's going on here? Oh, helicopters. Now, folks. Oh, God, my voice is going again. That's smoky air. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I bet a nearby farmer is doing something. A quick break just to tell you folks that next week we'll be having this live stream like we normally have. It will be doing Vacuum Tube for the first time. But the day after, on the Friday, I'm going to be doing a little experiment, okay? I'm going to be doing a live stream where I'm going to attempt to try and learn how to make mods for OpenTTD. Okay, so I'm going to start probably with a script, then I might try a new GRF, then I might try an AI, and I'm starting from zero knowledge. So at the beginning of the live stream, it'll be me going, right, how do we do this? And actually researching it. Then we're going to try and code something. We're going to try and make a little this, a little that. And maybe if you guys really like it and the streams work well, we'll keep doing it and we'll end up with an extra little collection of mods and stuff in the community. Now, I've already set up a channel in my Discord. If you go to the OpenTTD channel, there is now OpenTTD, OpenTTD Help, the JGR Patch Pack, and now there is OpenTTD Mod Dev. That channel is for our community to make mods together as a community, either with me on the live stream or over there on that. So what is it coded in? I'm not sure what the language of the scripts is coded in. I know the base game, but the add-ons could be completely different. No longer lurking. So I am going to attempt to do OpenTTD modding. When I say mods, I'm talking about scripts, new GRFs, and AIs. Those three things to me I call mods. It's not always that language isn't always used in the community, but that's how I describe it. So I'm going to give it a go. It's going to start next week on Friday. I'm pretty sure that's the first one. And if you guys enjoy it and it goes well, we will probably keep doing it. And we'll see. If it doesn't go well, I intend to carry on doing it, but it just won't be a feature on the channel. Maybe it'll be a bonus thing on my variety channel. But for now, you know, that's what's going to be happening. So get that down in your calendars and stuff for things that are coming up. Also, other things that are coming up on my variety channel next week on Monday, 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing Beyond All Reason. So if you want to take part or watch that, get over on that channel. Have a look. It's great fun. The week after, we're going to be playing Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on that channel, Community Gaming Nights. Again, get on the Discord, come along, have a look. If you haven't got Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, it is on sale at the moment on Steam. I don't know whether you'd get in. There's a lot of people interested. There's only so many spaces, etc., etc. Beyond Our Reason is a fantastic game. It's not just a fantastic game, it's a fantastic free game as well. So you can get involved with that. And there you go. Thanks very much for all the support recently. It's been absolutely fantastic. All 100 viewer plus subscribers, plus all of the people that are joining in with YouTube memberships. I was going to say Twitch subs as well, but at the moment we're not streaming on Twitch. I don't know if I'll go back to streaming on Twitch. We'll see. But the short version of the story is that I don't agree with some of their policies, and I need to figure out how I feel about it and what I'm going to do. But anyway, thanks for all the support. Let's get back to the trains. So hopefully, while I was padding for time, we'll be able to get rid of... Oh, they still won't let me get rid of these bridges. Oh, I can get rid of the theatre. Okay, so I can get rid of everything there except the bridges. We don't need that piece of land. Here, let's claim this. Okay, so that's going okay. I'm a little bit Is that like a different local authority that won't let me get rid of bridges? I'm not sure. And then we got to get out here as well. So let's build as much of that as possible. Now I'm aware it's not all the right type of track. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm just claiming it. We can fix the track type. So it looks like there's just a couple of little buildings down here and 2 bridges, and then we're ready to get this extra set of platforms hooked in. Is the... Oh, hang on a minute. I don't think we don't need these anymore. That's fine. We now have our line and its configuration. It looks like the steam train seems to be fine. That's okay. Yeah. Damn, you're late to the party? Yeah, you are a little bit late to the party. Yeah. Don't worry about it. What coding languages do you know? So I have... Obviously, I can do some web stuff like HTML and CSS, right? The kind of like the fundamentals on that side of things. But I can also do PHP. I'm not an expert in it. And then I've also done some C#. Again, not an expert, but I've done some. And I've also done some Python. Now, Python's the only one that I did as a job. I did a little bit of JavaScript, but I never learnt it properly. I just got familiar enough that I go in and make the change that I needed to and then run away. It's like, that's not working. Running it. No. You're sorry for PHP. Really? Really? Are you? This widget runs from PHP. My website is done with PHP. The plugin that makes that widget work, scrape the data from the website and show it up here, is PHP. The portal that does all the voting, the giveaways, the reactions to my button presses, so being able to say, oh, I accidentally pressed something. Oh, apparently this is the Stellaris scene. The button presses on here, which allow me to zoom the camera and stuff. Oh no, not zoom the camera. That's done direct through OBS. The pop-ups that allow me to do like tell you about Viewer Plus. That is done through PHP stuff. Is there a pop-up on here? I'm not sure if there is. And also the I don't know if this is the right store button, but I just pressed the store button. I've got 2 different store buttons. That's the old button. Well, forget that. Ignore that one. This is the one you want to see for the stores. There's 2 different stores. There's the H store and the T store. If you want T-shirts, it's the T store. Anything else, it's the H store. Question, what do you do for a living? This. Last year, I got made redundant, and I decided to turn my hobby into a full-time content creating. And that is why Viewer Plus subscribers are so important, along with, you know, the views and also the the wrong button, the YouTube memberships and things like that, because all of the support is very much appreciated and so needed. We'll see. You don't think the internet runs on PHP? Isn't PHP running on the internet? Yeah, something like that. Tangent time. As I think that was a quick enough explanation of something whilst we're waiting for bridges to get blown. Oh, bridges! They still won't let me blow up the bridges. Oh, presumably, though, I can get these last buildings. Okay. So we've got all the buildings. We just can't blow these bridges up. Okay, I think it's because it's a different local authority. What if we bribe them? What do they think of me? They think I'm medium. Let's try a little bribe. They think I'm good. Okay, they think I'm medium. They think I'm good. Quickly, before they put it back. Okay, we managed to purchase enough track. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the new track in. So this is the new track. And we connect the new track up like this. Then we disconnect the new track there and remove the signals. Okay? That track now becomes the exit. And the exit needs to link up Yeah, we was going to get rid of these depots, weren't we? So that track comes here. This track comes down there. There can be a little kink here or there. I'm not sure where. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Get the signals the right way around. There we go. We're good. So then that works. We come down here. We can disconnect that. Oh yeah, we need that to not kink. So we'll bring it up to here and split it. And then we'll put the signals down the line. And there we go. Now that the old one has been moved, we can get the new one to be upgraded. So MacLeod, upgrade. Boop. And then we just fix the signals. Holding control to get rid of them all. Put the new signals in. And there we go. We have our line. Whey! I got it in! I did it! You started in PHP. You're a PHP abuser, yeah. Yeah. The bribes worked. Yeah. You know it's a good stream when we get a tangent time. You don't want too much of a tangent time, to be honest. Yeah. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, so we managed to get our platforms changed and get the extra one put in. Are we short on passengers here? We are a little bit short. We're going to change this system down here. Okay, we're going to get rid of some of these stations and make it better. So all of the buses that are going to this particular place, I'm going to send them to the depot. Okay, we get rid of them. Then we're going to come in here and get rid of most of the stations. That was the wrong button. There we go. I'm going to put some new ones in. So we're going to put a new one in here. We're going to put a new one in there. And then I think... yeah, we'll leave a gap of 2. We'll put another one in here and here. So we've got 5 stations. 5 bus stations. And then we'll come in here. We'll delete a few bits. Put a few bus bits in here as drop-offs. We're going to do some proper transferring. Now this one I'm going to put as a mail stop and go away. There we go. We can put one in here as well. And then we need mail truck stops on the end of these. Yes, so you're going to see me not only try and make stuff, but probably in languages I've never used before. Yeah. So we'll have to see. So if you're not subscribed, which some of you are and some of you aren't, look at that. Oh, we're nearly at... we only need 7 more and we'll be at 32.5k. Are there 7 people watching right now who are not subscribed that think, hey, you know what, I like retro stuff, or I like development, or I like trains, or I like transport simulations? Get yourself subbed. Let's see if that goes up before the end of the stream. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can get these buses fixed. So I'm going to get rid of all of those vehicles. I'm going to get some new ones. And we're going to go and do our fancy little thing from here to there. There we go. And the North Station 1 is the one where we're going to transfer and leave empty to get the passengers from the town to the train station. We'll clone it so that there are 20. And then we'll go and get some mail vans as well. So we're getting away from the spread station. We're getting away from the growth algorithm. We had spread stations. We had the growth algorithm. Now we've got rid of both. We are growing the town by moving stuff all over the place. I'm going to steal their orders, clone it, so that... I don't remember how many I did. Let's do a row. Let's do that many. There we go. Coding scares you? It shouldn't be. Nah, coding can be easy. My daughter is starting to code. Very, very basic stuff on Scratch, but yeah. Coding's not hard. Okay, it can be hard. But, like, simple coding is easy. Complex coding is hard, and there's a whole spectrum. Having to program in a language you know is the second worst thing you can happen to a programmer. I tried. We're getting a few micro tangents here. I try to explain to people what it's like to either get a job or try and do a task in a language that you haven't coded in before. And the way I see it, it's like saying, "Hey, I'm a French speaking person, and I also know some German, but I'm going to go and do a job in Chinese." And I feel that's got some parallels. Yeah. Right then, those vehicles are going crazy. They're starting to bring loads of passengers in. You can see, look, arriving from various different places. We've got this line here. I have no idea where this line's going to go. We're going to have to probably get on the map of the world to figure it out. Which one? Yeah, that's probably quite clear. Okay. So, this here is the new main line that I want to hook it up to. Oop, that last bit wasn't very good. Okay. Also, this is part of the new main line as well, right? God, that bit was terrible. There we go. Right. So that is the bit of the new main line that we're worried about. The line that we're now doing, I will do in green. No, wait, green? Red? No, we've got too much red on the screen. Pink, white. Yeah, green. Green. It's a bright green. It's fine. It's coming out from this station down here. Well, you know what? I should just use the line tool, right? That's not the line tool. Is it like this? That's an arrow. Oh, there we go. Right, it's coming down here, right? Somehow, this has got to come out and connect to somewhere on the pink line, right? Now, we've already got a junction round here, so that's kind of a no-no. We want to stay away from there. We've got depots on the line, but we could potentially move them. We've got a junction round here, so that's a bit of a no-no. Also, this bit's part of the new main line as well. Go south? I'm currently thinking that we put it here. We make another junction near this junction. And obviously this bit can go wonky and on the land. But there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Recently been using Python, JavaScript, PowerShell, and TypeScript. Yeah. So we're not going to do a vote because I haven't got options to vote on. But I'm just interested in your thoughts. By the way, folks, when we do the programming, I will be inviting you guys to maybe take part, give hints, write little functions and things. There'll be a slight collaborative element about it. Okay. There's so much cities. I know, there's a lot of cities, aren't there? Junction on the lake. Okay. Looking at the feedback in chat, I think we're going to go with my plan here. We're going to put a junction in here and then go across onto the land and then go across. I mean, there's going to be some lake stuff involved. Go south. What? You mean this way, like this? What if I did both Guild Games? What if we put a... No, I need another colour. What if we put a Junction in... No, that's a bad colour to choose. Let's go back with pink. What if I put a Junction in here? No, OpenTTD South. That is South. This is OpenTTD South. This is North. If you think this is OpenTTD South, then that's different. Tell you what, right? Towards the terminus. What, towards this terminus? Oh, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to go towards this terminus. It's a nightmare. The cities are growing around it. It doesn't connect in well with the rest of the network. Nah. What we'll do is we'll get this on the main line. That's not the main line. That's a branch line. So what we'll do is we'll do this one first. We'll connect it up. And then we'll see what we're going to do about the rest later. Okay? Because once we've got... I need more colours. Once we've got this bit in, then it might be easy to see what's going on. So we're going to do some more adaptive. I think this particular line is the second rebuild it's had this live stream. Oh, I didn't do it enough. There we go. There we go. So we can have a bridge here. And that can just go out. And then I want something here where this kind of just goes in. Or maybe I could just connect it here. Is that a train length? That is a train length, actually. Yeah, we're doing that. There's going to be like a big junction. A mega junction. Yeah. How do I convince my husband that we should both upgrade our phones today? I wouldn't bother. Don't upgrade your phone unless you need to. Unless you actually have a reason to. Don't just jump on the wrong... I can't think of the right words, but the closest words I can think of is jumping on the bandwagon of the whole idea that you need to upgrade your phone on a regular basis. Like, before I upgraded this phone, I replaced the battery in the previous phone 3 times to keep it going. How do you how do I convince people to download and play OpenTTD? What you do is you go to fantasticfreegames.com. And on fantasticfreegames.com, there is an OpenTTD page. And there is all the information, including a brilliant review video, and information and keynotes and links and tutorials are all there. fantasticfreegames.com/OpenTTD. So we go here, we go there. This diagonal on the inside needs to move across, not to here, but to there. I know the land sloped in the wrong direction, but I'm just going to fix that. Boop. Oh no! Track's the wrong way. Oh no, the track's the wrong way. Oh no, the track's the wrong way. The track. Oh, now there's a train coming. Yeah. Your phone is 4+ years old, but it's fine. Yeah. I mean, if my phone breaks, I try and fix it. Or And if I can't fix it, then that's when I start looking at other options. Now, not everybody has the ability to fix phones, but sometimes you can get people to do it for you. There we go. I think ideally we'd want a signal here at the end of the bridge, but it's not happening. So tough. But the whole idea of you need a new phone, you need a new phone, you need a new phone. Where has this come from? Like, you don't get a new microwave every 2 or 3 years when you like imagine buying a microwave and you buy it on finance, right? And you take 2 years to pay off the microwave. And then after you paid it off, you then went and bought another new microwave. Why? Yeah, I mean, obviously, newer phones have got bigger and better tech, but do you need that newer and bigger and better tech? Sometimes there is a new feature that would be beneficial to you, and then it is worth the upgrade. But yeah. Yeah. But like I said, this phone's relatively new to me, but before this phone, the ones before it, I've had for quite a long time. You just buy a phone and swap the SIM. I mean, we have eSIMs now, but yeah, I mean, why would you... Like, the whole idea of constantly getting new phones, I think, is a very bad thing. I don't see why we do it. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, I could do a terrible junction, and then we could make it better. There we go. There's a terrible junction. Ugh, where's that going? Also, I have now just cut off a load of ships. So we need to do some bridges. Actually, let's do that now. Let's cut out a 9-length section. Put some bridges in. Because there's no trains on the track. There we go. Go. Your PC turns 8 this year. Well, my PC's a Franken PC, right? So, like, how old is my computer? It depends on what you count in the oldest part. Like, every couple of years, I look at the single worst part of my computer, what's holding back my computer the most, and then maybe like, oh, I need a new graphics card. Oh, okay, let's sort that out. How old is the motherboard? You guys really want to know, I'll go and work it out. Let's figure it out. Let's find out. I'm going to look at my orders. Also, while I'm doing this, you can figure out how I'm going to fix this junction. I'm already a customer. I shouldn't have to click an extra button. Both options should be there. Right, let's have a look. See, that's a good question actually, how old's the motherboard? Because I always buy motherboard, RAM and CPU together. And I feel that's a good idea generally to do. If you want to upgrade the RAM, maybe you could do that, but don't go crazy too much with it. Because like the idea is that, yeah, you probably need to do another one. Let's have a look. Okay, I think I found it. I just need to go to my own website to find out what motherboard I have. So yeah, if you go to masterhellish.net and you go in and go to the main menu, the burger menu, and go to About, it lists some information about me, but also about my setup. And it tells me that my motherboard is an X570F. Yes. So this motherboard was purchased in mid-2001. And it's still going. And I have no reason to upgrade it at the moment. So the core the very core of my computer, the main components, the motherboard, RAM and CPU, are from 2001. They're 4 years old now. Back to the junction. Right. Yeah, no, power supply can be neither here nor there, I feel. Trying to see if anybody said anything about this junction. I can't see it. No, did I say 2001? It can't be. It's 2021. I said 2021, right? Not 2001. It's 2000. Oh. Sorry. Sorry. I was right with 4 years. 2021. 4 years, the core of my computer is now. Currently no plans to upgrade it. Okay, so we've got the tunnels in for... Sorry, the bridges in for the shipping. We really only have one track here that's crossing over the other one. So if I did this... that would work. And then... kind of don't like the way that these two are connected together. But that's a divergence, isn't it? Then I can put a bridge in here. We could go diagonal for a bit. And then come in. Nothing too much wrong with that. The diagonal's a bit short. But the merge would be okay. Yeah, my computer is not 24 years old. That would probably be the computer that I have up there, the ZX Spectrum. Actually, that's probably more like 34 years old. Okay, I've just had to think about this, and I don't want to go this way, right? Because we're just going to go into this town and off into the lake. We don't want to go that way. What we want to do is get rid of this bit. We want to go straight here. Because that's where we need to be. We need to be going up here to connect in. Oops. I just tried to Control Z that. Okay, now here, let's try and figure this out. So, oh, I've just worked it out. I've just worked it out. We just need a big diagonal and a bridge. So there's the big diagonal to there. This one comes down for a couple. This one has a big diagonal there. There we go. That is what we... What are you talking about? I mean, can't build signals here. Don't argue with me and my signals. This is a good solution. That is not a good signal. I did it again. Oh, maybe I had my energy drink a little bit early today. There we go. Obviously, we need to clean up the land here. That is neat. That is nice. That works good. Yeah. I haven't crashed some trains. The computer would be old enough to drink. Depends which country, maybe. There we go. We're gonna have a. I think we're gonna end up with having a little kink here. You know what? Sometimes the best junction is actually 3 junctions. So here, you could look at this as 1 junction. Or you could look at it as 1, 2, 3 junctions. There you go. Yeah. Now, how we're going to get past these docks, I'm not quite sure. And ideally... Oh, you know what we can do? We can... Ooh, wrong track type. I nearly did the wrong track type. We can bring this across here. Get rid of the extra kink. And put the land up. And get ourselves a tunnel in. And if we connect the track, it'd be even better. There we go. Right, so that then solves that problem. We can go back to MacLeod. I bet some of you had forgotten what we were doing. We need to come down one more square because you can't have two different track types on a diagonal. And we're going to have, again, a little kink. But that kink should take us right under this industry of whatever that industry is. No, no, not that bit. There we go. So finally, we have converted 2 platforms on the first station. I think this was the first station we ever did in this Let's Play. We have removed a slither of the city to allow both tracks to exit the city, fixed up that line so that we get past it nice and neatly, brought it round, diverged, and connected up to the new main line. Your PC's a teenager. I mean, I don't know how old the server is. Not sure. And there's some components in the case that are older than the motherboard. Because, like, that motherboard was built into this case when this case already existed. So let's now... There we do. Okay, lovely. Okay, we have a brand new station linked into the main line, and that station is part of the original main line. So in theory, you could travel from the main line to the new main line, to the new main line, to the new main line, or even from the new main line to any other line. I think I got that right. Why are the 2 maglev tunnels? The maglev tunnels are here because of the depot. You don't want to have to go up and down. Just keep going straight. Yeah, I kind of wish that I kept my original old computers, right? But I have... Can you guys see it from here? Oh, it's not there, I don't think. Hang on a second, I need to go and have a look. Right. So, I do have the case, but the case broke and it's in the loft. But there is a computer down there in a different case, and that's my old computer that this one replaced. And it broke once, and I remember trying to fix it. And I think I did like a live stream on my second channel trying to fix it. I have no idea what was wrong with it. But once I got the new computer, of course, that one continued to work. That black box there. It's out of focus, so you won't be able to see it very easily, right? And what I ended up doing with it is I took the computer components and I bodged it together with some spare parts, and I made another computer. So that is a working machine, and we used it for LAN parties when I used to host LAN parties at various different places. Now I don't host LAN parties anymore. I visit LAN parties, but I don't host them. So that at the moment is kind of a spare, but it's so old now because, of course, I bought those components, and they would have been really old when I replaced them with the ones that we have from 2021. Right. We don't have any depots on this line. Let's put some depots in here. No, wait. Yeah, this could be a challenge. I don't... Ooh. So there's an airport in the way here. That's a diagonal. It's got industries in the way. I mean, here, actually, there's plenty of room here. So let's do that. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing is, though, it's not that powerful. It wouldn't really be useful for much. It ran the virtual environments that we needed for our LAN party stuff. Okay. I think it was also the networking. So it was a PFSN server. I don't think I said that correctly. It was a networking server as well. Oh, that's right. It hosted everything except the games, if I remember correctly. So it was like the computer that controlled the LAN. Yeah. So when would it be from? Oh, actually, bear me a second. I might have the details of when that computer was from. Bear me a second. Let me just see. No. I don't think my history goes back that far. Well, actually, maybe. No. No. Oh, it goes back as far as the server upgrade. What's that order? I'm just checking all my different orders that I've got. That's my graphics card. That one was... That one's this computer. Their monitors. Yeah, can't find it. I think either my orders don't go back far enough on the account from the site that I used, or I might have used a different account back then. I'm going to try one more thing. Oh god. I would need to know what the motherboard was, so then I could look it up in my emails. What was my motherboard? I think the manual's on top of the case. Right, this manual was misplaced, and I put it on top of the case because the motherboard, and there I've got the model. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Tangent time extended. We're gonna have to do.
Well, here we go. It's tangent time.
Okay, so I'm going to try and get in my emails and just filter every single possible email for this model number and just see if anything comes up. I mean, in theory, it should. Oh, it is thinking. It is thinking. I think it's confused. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of unrelated stuff. Let me try the... Yeah, it's not coming up. I'm just double checking I typed it correctly. Yeah, it is a tangent. Tangent time extended. So, for those of you who need a quick catch-up, my current computer, the motherboard, CPU, and RAM was bought in 2021. The computer before it is in that rig back there. And I have the manual G97. Yeah, I've typed in the model of the motherboard, and it's nothing's come up in my emails. And I'd expect to have like some sort of order number or something somewhere. That's not the right thing. Maybe I could do. Let's try the brand. Maybe it only goes back so far. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh dear. If anybody wants to know my current PC specs, it is on the website. And it's also got the server specs, and it's got my laptop specs. So you've got pretty much my full setup there. Oh, I'm really disappointed. I wanted to find the order where I got this motherboard from. Did you do a four-way junction today? Yeah, let's have a quick look at that. Here you are. Tell you what, we'll put the four-way junction there while I have a look at this. You know what? It might be before I started using this email address. Yeah. Yeah, it's not finding much. Although it is looking through a large amount of emails. Yeah. Oh, I really wish I had this, like, the order information for this order. Like, can anybody think how I might be able to, like, make sure I check my emails for this? I can't remember when my email address was created. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, nothing's coming up. You know what? I'm going to try one more place. I don't think I'd have bought it there. No, let's have a look. No. I can't think where I would have bought this particular motherboard from. Search the web for the manufacturer model will get you in the ballpark. That is true. And I think I don't know what revision I have. I think the third or third revision, Rev 1. Apparently, it was a 2013 one, I think. Hang on a second. Let me find it again. Let me find it again. Okay. I've got an idea. See what information we can search for it. Apparently, the motherboard was released in 2014. So, my old system could be a 2015 system, to say, maybe? I'm just so gutted that I can't find anything in my emails about that particular motherboard. Or what it might even be called. Because obviously I've got the model number, but... if the model number wasn't, like, full... bear me a second. Just checking something. I think I might have found something. Oh, maybe not. The page isn't loading. So much things with old stuff, right? It's not going to keep me awake all night. No. I think we have to call time on the investigation. I don't have the original information about that particular purchase, so I don't know when I got it or any of that sort of information. Never mind. Never mind. Back to the game, shall we, eh? Right, somebody was talking about the signals and stuff. Signal gap, according to you, south is too long after the bridge. South. Do you mean this way? This bridge? Not quite sure. But this seems to be okay. Let's get some vehicles in. Also, the rest of the signals. There we go. New vehicle. We're going to clone one of the ones on the main line. We're going to get some new orders. That was the wrong button. I meant to press F then. There we go. So we're going to start at this station over here. We're going to go down the main line. We're going to come down to this station. We're going to come back down the main line. Into this station. All the way around. Up to here. And back again. We're not going to have any full loads. We're just going to go backwards and forwards. And we will go through a station on the way. We'll go through... I think it's... yeah, we'll go through this station on the way. And we're going to have to clone that, so there's a few of them. So, let's do that many. And send them going. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't need your nose. Why is it that you force your trains to go into depot? Well, I don't force them to go in the depot. They can go down the line through the middle. But the reason why you put a force on the depot is so that trains don't try and skip past other trains on the depot line. If they're using the depot line, they should be going to the depot and not going anywhere else. And that's why. So either they go down the main line straight through, or they go to the depot. Not both. There we go. Off they go, down the line, into the station, And now we have 5 different main lines, all connected in some fashion, some way, so you can get from any of them to any of them anywhere in the world. I think that's pretty cool. And we're probably going to end up with another main line because of the vac tube. Maybe we'll just upgrade something with the vac tube next time. You'll have to let me know in the comments on the VOD what you want to see on that side of things. Let's have a look at the world and just quickly highlight as the main lines, because I think it's a nice pausing point to be able to do that. So, let's do these in pink. The original main line went between these 2 cities like this. That was quite nice. And then we did the new main line. It came all the way down here like this. Went down there, through these towns, and like this. And then we connected them up with an adjoining line like this. After that, we did another new main line all the way down here like this. That also went out to this city and these ones as well. And that one was then connected up this way and this way. So that was connected up too. Then we did a new main line. This was the first, I believe, monorail main line that went all the way down here like this. And that was connected up in a couple of different ways as well, including a link line up here. And then we came in with this line all the way around this side of the world, right down there, with a few key connections out to other places. And that got a connection up to the line there. So we've managed to cover... Oh, actually, no, wait, hang on. We missed a bit. There was a part of the lines that went down here as well. And I think... yeah, that pretty much covers the passenger network on those lines. Which I think is quite a cool and relatively expansive network across the world. And I like what's happened there. It's grown organically, and it would probably cost you a fortune in ticket prices to get from point to point on this network. But it's nice that you're able to connect up and go like that. Mighty Joe says it's really cool that this is a free game. Thank you for your help yesterday. I was the hotkey guy. Oh, no worries. Yeah, hotkey. There are a lot of hotkeys. I think some of them are listed on the websites. I made a video about some of them, but if you want a definitive list, the hotkey file in the config folder is the best way. Yeah. The top corner needs a link. Well, like up here. I mean, there is a passenger link, but it's through the road network. So we got a road network that comes all the way down this side of the world, and that links up these towns. Like here, here, these ones, obviously this one, round in this one, and down through this as well. So there's a road network kind of like along the back edge there that connects those ones. The question now I'm asking is, where is the vacuum tube going to go? Where could the vac tube lines possibly go? And at the moment, I'm not sure. Maybe around the edge of the world? What if we did a vac tube all the way around the edge and then just did stations that like connect into the existing lines? So if it went right around the very, very, very edge, right? You could connect it up to this station. You could do a little extension and maybe connect it up to this station here, this one, and maybe that one as well. If that is a station, I'm not sure it is. Probably a little extension, connect it up to that station. Maybe up to the road network. Maybe a road network station here, one there, and just go around the edge of the world. How do you upgrade a line from standard to electric? Yeah, so the depot needs to be upgraded. And what you want to do is go to the rail type tool that you want to upgrade to. So in my case, if I want to upgrade to MacLeod, and then you click, you can't see it, hang on. Ugh. You click this button here at the end and just swipe over it and make sure that you get the depot. And when you've done the depot, it will give you the appropriate vehicles. I need to put that back before I forget. There we go. Connect all the cities on water with a vac tube. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll take the vac tube stuff and figure out exactly what we're going to do next time. And I think that's going to be all for this time. Okay. So it's been great fun to expand and improve and do the junctions. If you missed any of this stream, of course you can watch the VOD, but of course the highlights video should be coming out on Monday. Don't forget, I've got a Transport Tycoon Deluxe video scheduled for Saturday. So the retro game that spawned OpenTTD, you can go and check that out. Thanks again for all the support, folks, on all the different channels, however you choose to support me. And if you want to play along with this, there is the save on the website. And yeah, thank you very much to all of those fantastic Viewer Plus subscribers, and also to everybody who subscribed. Let's see if we went past the 0.5K, or is it gonna? 2 more people. Right, we'll just wait. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. Anyone? DJ unsubs. Yeah. We could potentially be waiting here a while. Oh no, wait. There we go. There we go. Do I unsub and resub? That doesn't count. That'd make it go down and back up again, and it wouldn't count. So there we go. Everyone, you are amazing. Thank you very much for supporting me. Of course, the best way to do so is to subscribe, like, share, and so forth. If you go to my website, masterhellish.net, there is a list of different ways you can support me. Most of those ways are free, so the support is very much appreciated. Like I said earlier in the live stream, I'm trying to get from a hobby to a full-time content creator. We're not there yet, but with your support, hopefully we can indeed get there. So thank you very much for all the support. Take care, everybody. You know, I'm not going to bother with this. I was mostly joking. But thanks for the support, thanks for the subs, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.